Everyone thinks that gaming is mostly for guys, so when you come across a girl, it's kind of a surprise. Don't get me wrong, gaming is fun for women, it's just kind of rare to find one who's really stuck in. Sadly, online, girls are regarded as dirt and not pearls, and so what I present unto you is the Ballad of e-girls. Let's get this out of the way. We all know what most girls like to play. They're the Janna, the Nami, a support main. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes insane. The friendliest players I know do tend to be female, but some will tell you how to kill yourself in exquisite detail. And I know, I'm not being fair. Guys are just the same, it's not fair to compare. There's no difference really between girls and boys, other than the fact that girls can be treated like toys. Toys, he says. You don't think I'm serious? You don't agree? You must be oblivious. Every girl that I know has at some point been harassed, either in jest or in askins for tits or her ass. You get some fuckboy who thinks she's 18. She's keen. Son, you're no different to Harvey Weinstein. So you see it's a girl and you ask for her snap. She doesn't know that it's a well-oiled trap. She thinks, you're such a good AD, he's so funny, so sweet. I'm sad to say, honey, to him you're just meat. And there are genuine dudes who like you for you, but most are children who want their wet dreams to come true. You don't have the right to treat women like that. You're a 5'0", chubby-cheeked brat. But these boys, they're not born this way. They see girls on Twitch with their goods on display. They donate $5 to watch them jiggle and dance. They fawn and they flatter just for the chance to see a girl's tits or get a coquettish response.
$1? Yeah. It didn't come like this, but, you know. Being the e-ho that I am, I decided to cut it to make my cleavage stand out, kappa.
These streamers go along with this with an easy nonchalance. I can understand it. It's how they make their money, it's how they get paid. But it undermines how women are portrayed. Your audience are teens, and they don't know what it means. To them, you're just tits and tight jeans. The kids who watch, though, they think this is okay. They think they can see a girl's body so long as they pay. These streamers' actions have real consequence. Their objectivity settles in the minds of these kids' subconsciousness. Now I know what you're thinking, not all streams are just tits. Pokimane can hit 10k viewers without doing the splits. She is a successful girl streamer who doesn't make you think with your dick. Although, to be fair, her chat do call her thick. Anyway, I know this is quite serious and a little bit deep, but I can't in good conscience let this one sleep. It's an important issue, and I hope you'll agree. Because manners cost nothing, and courtesy is free. Alright, so I know this is a controversial topic, but I wanted to make something I felt passionately about. And with all of the Hollywood issues going on, with all, the sexual harassment cases and all of the actors being called out and the directors and producers and whoever else, there isn't much, if any, coverage over like esports and like gaming world and that sort of thing. And there are people on Twitter like Shocks and a streamer called Nurse Baymax, and I saw tweets from them talking about it and raising some awareness. But other than that, there wasn't really anything else. And there's definitely gonna be cases, and not just that, but the way girls are treated just generally by the gaming community and the online community as a whole is pretty fucking horrendous. Like a lot of, I remember seeing on Reddit, like, girls don't want to let slip that they're fucking girls online. Because if they, tell someone they're a girl, they're going to get flooded by 15-year-old e-boys who think, oh yeah, I get to see boobs for the first time in my life. Hooray. So I just wanted to kind of raise awareness about it, because I really fucking hate all that stigma. I really hate how, girls hide that they're girls because they don't want to have to deal with all the thirsty fucking virgins. And please note that this video, the whole purpose of it is to raise awareness about the issue and what I deem to be important issues surrounding the debate, like the context of it. The aim isn't to cause offence. The aim is to sort of push home brutal truths and to sort of make people think about it. And again, this video isn't applicable to every single case. Not every single girl is going to be harassed all the time, and not every girl cares. You know, it is definitely a circumstantial thing. And it's also only a tiny, tiny minority of boys, or, well, I hesitate to say men, because they generally are kids, who, you know, really go in hard on girls online in terms of being a fucking creep. But, you know, fully grown men still do it, even though they should know better. But for the majority, I know myself and, well, not all my friends, but most of my friends, you know, it's super cool when you find a girl gamer, because they're just another friend. I've got quite a few girls on my league friends list, and they're just good friends, and I play with them from time to time, and good to catch up and everything. But it's not different because they're female, and I feel like in League, being a girl, an e-girl, although that is the derogatory term, is like a massive thing. If it's a girl in a game, oh my god, it's a girl. And then if they do bad, it's like, oh, fucking typical girl, trash girl, you know, go and get boosted by our challenger e-boy again. And that in itself is an issue where some girls, again, a tiny minority of girls, create the bad stigma by getting, you know, boosted by high elo players. I don't know if it happens in other games, but it definitely does in League. And then, you know, that tarnishes the good name of actual hard-working, typical League players. You know, you have people like Pokimane who have ground up, you know, to mid-diamond, whatever. Don't know what rank she is now. And, you know, she tries hard and she plays well and she earns it herself. And most of the girls on my friends list, you know, they have all worked hard over however many seasons they've played to get to Diamond, and, or however rank they are. And, you know, they're really proud of that. And then when you get some fucking salty kid who's really mad because they're getting carried by a girl just raging at them, you know, that's horrible. And one last thing of note is about the female streamers who, you know, flaunt their body. I don't have a problem with them doing it. It's their body, it's their life, that's how they're making their money. And I actually admire them, for, you know, for their thrift, if you will. You know, they're making serious money. Fair play to them. But I do think it is worthwhile thinking about the fact that at least part of their audience are going to be, you know, easily influenced young men, and they definitely get influenced by what they see, and they take that out of the context, and they bring it into like a normal League game, and they act in that way towards a normal girl. And like, I swear to God, like, in their head, they must think like it's some girl like sitting in her underwear, you know, with a push-up bra and a tank top, and you know, thinks it's like a model or something. And then they get so thirsty about it, and that, you know, and then that creates terrible feelings, because then, you know, the normal girl, average person, doesn't actually really want this, and then the kid then goes mental at them because, you know, they get rejected, even though there was never anything in the, you know, to begin with. And then again, that spreads even more discontent and even more bad feeling about girl gamers. I just really feel that the online community is lagging really far behind in terms of like gender equality. Like it's being fought for now in Hollywood, which is good, because again, that is late as well. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of voice on the online gaming community who's making a fuss about this sort of thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a white knight. I'm not going to doff my fedora to Milady and, you know, defend them as soon as someone, you know, slanders their name. I don't care. You know, people get into fights all the time, but you shouldn't deride someone based purely because of their gender. And a girl shouldn't have to hide the fact that they're a girl or defend their skill, you know, and like say they haven't been boosted and whatnot. You know, it's just not right. But in the end, like, this whole video is just food for thought. I'm just trying to inspire some kind of thought about the whole context and the concept of the gender equality, and also about pretty much, sexual harassment. Because really, when you got some person, some bloke who's haranguing you, telling you to send news, show me your tits, that's sexual harassment. And if it's being brought up in a wider context in the world, then it should definitely come into play in esports. Let me know what you think. Until the next time, I'll say goodbye. Don't forget to share this video about. I feel this one is probably more personal than most of my videos, and I feel like it would be good for our community as a whole for this message to be shared. Hear it out.